What's going on, guys? My name is Ben. How are you guys doing today? What I have for you today in this video is an app review called ProTuber right there. Now, as you can see, I put in my YouTube folder because why is that? This is also another YouTube alternative. I remember last time, you guys checked back on my older videos, I did a review of UPlayer, which is also another alternative to YouTube. ProTuber is here as well, and there are some things that I like about it versus UPlayer versus the regular YouTube app, and there are some things that kind of like keep getting me frustrated a little bit. So without further ado, let's get on with the review. And please note why I have these foam pads right here. You guys know I got the Switch Easy Capsule Rebel for my iPhone 4, and it will not stay flat on a table or a surface. So I'm putting these here. That way it doesn't rock on one side into the other. It makes it very convenient for me when I'm doing this review. Just wanted to get that side note out, but without further ado, let's get on to the app. So, when you first launch your app, I believe you don't get launched into the subscriptions tab automatically. I think you got launched into a different tab. I must have set the settings so that way I'll be going to my subscriptions first. But as you can see, you are given your user interface right here, so you can scroll down to a list of videos that are listed right in front of you. And of course, as you just saw, you can slide all the way down so that way it can refresh. And you have these two buttons right here. You have this button right here to get your list of options right here. So these are your channel settings, and then here's your app settings right here. And so that's actually where I was able to set which page I want to launch when I first launched the app. And as you scroll down from YouTube, there it is. And you keep scrolling down, you get a list of categories of videos that you would like to watch, such as like travel and events, and in my case, science and technology, because I do videos on technology. And so you can hit that button right there, or of course you can swipe it as well. And then if you swipe from the right, you get a list of your subscriptions right there. I'm sorry. Yes, subscriptions. So the people you subscribe to, your list is right here, and then you just scroll all the way down to get your full list right here. I'm not going to cover everything in this review. I just want to cover the basics, like the features I think that really stand out on this app, which is the reason why I like it. So let me just go into a video right here. So of course you have your general options, uploads, playlist, watch later, and favorites. And let me go to uploads right here. So of course you get a list of videos right here, and I want to show you guys the options you have when you play a video. So let me play this video right here, unboxing Sony PS4. And there you go. There's your user interface, and then your controls will pop up once the video is loaded. There you go. So of course you got the pause button right here. You have this one right here, which I believe, oh no, I stand corrected. That actually gives you your resolution options on how you want to watch your video, and even if you can just click them right there, which I don't know why. That must have been some sort of bug. But you can also control your options right here as well. You also have this to zoom in and get a full zoom, or you can just change the orientation by just rotating your device, which I don't know. I don't understand why it's slowing up. I think it's just my iPhone 4, or it's just trying to load, because the spinning loading wheel was still there. So keep that in mind if you have like a terrible internet connection. You also have this one right here to share it, so you can share, add to watch later, all this other stuff right here. So you have many options right there. Of course, you can your traditional like or dislike system, and of course you have hide right here, and you have done, so you can quit out the video, and of course suggested videos that are similar to yours, comments on who commented, and then you can do more from the same person as well. And one of the big features that stand out to me is like you have the option to pick your own resolution on how you want to view your video in. So as you can see, the 720p is right here on the highest, and then you get 1080p. You can select that option as well. And I just love the look of the app because the user interface reminds me of Google's previous update of their YouTube app before they changed it so that way it matches iOS 7. When they had it match with iOS 6, I was a big fan of that design. I'm also a big fan of this iOS 7 design as well. But I figure, why not have another app so that way I have that same user interface I had back then. And of course, you got a lot more features right here. Now, the traditional orientation lock that you get directly on iOS. Well, this button right here is also an orientation lock. So if you have it in landscape and you try to rotate it into portrait mode, it's not going to rotate. It'll stay exactly where you are, which is what I like compared to Apple's stock orientation lock. Because let's say you have it in landscape and you wanted to stay in landscape, once you switch that orientation lock on, it automatically goes back to portrait mode, and I don't like that. If I wanted to lock my orientation on a certain mode, I wanted to stay in that mode. I don't want it to go back to the default orientation, and that is what I love about ProTuber right here. And of course, the design just looks very clean. I mean, this design right here reminds me of iOS 6. iOS 7 doesn't look that bad. I like iOS 7 too. It's just that there's like some design points that I like in iOS 6 versus iOS 7. But then again, that's just me. And of course, you get your full description right here. Although, as you can see, it doesn't show my full description because it should also say follow me on Instagram and all that. So I guess that could be fixed in an update or something, or if that's just the app lagging. And of course, you can hit done, and then you can get back to wherever you were. Yeah, and of course, you have search right here, so you can type in whatever you want to watch and then just search it, and then you hit enter and go. Now, one big knock that I have about this app, I believe the app is not functioning properly, and here's why. Because it randomly crashes. I don't know what's going on, and this app, I had it for a while. So far, it seems like the issue has not been solved. So whoever made this app, if you guys are watching this video, which I don't know if you are, probably not, but if there's a way to contact you, or if you're seeing this, please look into your app and update it to solve this problem, because this is a very good YouTube alternative that I love, and I can see myself fully using this as my default YouTube mobile app for iOS if it didn't have that crashing issue. But because it has the crashing issue, I'm using both this and the regular YouTube app, and then sometimes I'm using the uPlayer app. I mean, like I said to you guys, this user interface is simple and it's user friendly. But the fact that it crashes randomly, and you never know when it's going to crash. You could be just starting a video and then you just finish the video and then all of a sudden it crashes, and then you have to get back into the app again and then get back to where you left off, and even if you still have it running in the background, it starts over, and then you just lost your spot right there. So other than that, that's the only complaint I have about ProTuber right here, and I believe that the developers of this app can make this app very successful, almost 100%, if they were to fix that crashing issue. For me, since the crashing issue is right there, I would say this app is only, in terms of population, would be average, but I'm pretty sure they can increase it if they solve that crashing issue, the randomly crashing, which in my opinion is ridiculous, and it shouldn't be there in any app. And if it's there, then there's a problem. If it only happens like once or twice in once a while, then okay, that's acceptable, because not every app is going to be perfect. But the fact that this randomly crashes, sometimes I don't even use it for a while, and then once a while I go back to it, start using it every day, and just deal with the crashing, and then I end up going back to the other YouTube apps. So I'm pretty much alternating between the two YouTube apps, and sometimes the three of them. So on a 1 to 5 scale, I have to give this a 4 out of 5. The only reason why it lost that 1 point is because of the randomly crashing issues, and because of that, I can't give it full credit. Maybe I could give it half a point, even if the issue is fixed, because I'm pretty sure there's other things that I'm not too crazy about that I just don't even notice it, and might notice it throughout my life. So, do I recommend this app? Yes, I do recommend it. It is a free download, but I'm just giving you guys a heads up right now. You probably won't be using this as your dedicated YouTube mobile app for iOS due to the crashing issues. Maybe you just use it as an alternative, and then you just alternate between your YouTube apps or your YouTube alternatives. So I would say you can still get this if you want. There will be a link in the description below to download it. It's a free download, and I recommend it to you guys. But I don't recommend it being a full default app for you guys to just switch automatically and then never go back to another thing. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I'm going to cut it right here so I can stop waking up my iPhone from falling asleep. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.